Hi, beautiful people. Welcome to your reading. Before we're heading over to the actual reading for your sign, I just quickly have an announcement for everyone because I felt guided to do a giveaway again. It's been some time since I gave away free readings, so I thought, okay, you know what? Let's do this. It's almost my birthday season as well, so it's my gift to you guys. So if you would like to participate, and want to win this free reading, you can leave a comment underneath, this video. Just integrate word free giveaway of reading or something like that, so I know that you're not just leaving a comment but you also actually want to participate into the reading. You can entrance this giveaway till the 20th of June, and then I'll announce the winner of the reading on June 21st on the community page. Also, of course, make sure that you're subscribed to my channel and that you hit the like button, because that's all I'm asking. All right, let's head over to your reading. All right, Sagittarius, welcome to your reading for June. How are you guys doing? I am going to really take this reading as it may come, because I don't know what you guys want to share necessarily. So I might just work with what you give me. I feel your collective is a little bit off the radar because you're doing that, I'm on my own field, like I'm on my own playing field. You guys are the 9th house energy, so it's like higher knowledge, higher wisdom, doing the downloads, doing the downgrades, while in search of answers, because there are some questions that are bothering you, or there are some, I think more so lack of answers that normally maybe you are sure of. And there's this feeling of like uncertainty, not really sure, not, I don't know, like, normally I know, I don't share it, but like I know, and now I feel like there might be an uncertain situation in your life where, it's either someone else's feelings and wants and needs are involved, and so you kind of have to just go with their flow as well. But it also might be something surrounding your health and not having the answers yet, doing the test but not really having the results. Or it could be something more emotional, like dealing with grief or dealing with other emotional turmoil, or noticing that you are triggered or that you feel restless but you don't really know where it truly comes from. So that time period between, I just need to give it time, I just need to distract myself, maybe I should tune in to it, and then that bridge moment of like, maybe I should allow an outside source to like come in and bring some extra information or change my perspective, and therefore I can find like my answers or clarity. So there is clarity in your life, but there's also some elements missing, and hopefully this reading will help with that. But first and foremost, I'm sensing that the universe is really knocking on your door. It's trying to send you some people with that knowledge. It's trying to give you some answers. It has your back much more than you might feel. Because while I was writing down a couple of things like that, I was like, during meditation, it says right behind you. Like, that's what I hear. I'm right behind you. And also, the universe has your back. Trust it. Like, trust it came true as well. It's like, just because you can do it all by yourself doesn't mean you have to do it all by yourself, but you should. So that's a very, like, a little bit of that Scorpio energy. I just did a reading for Scorpio. It's a little bit similar, but they were way, it was way more like, pressured on needing to open up in that way. For you guys, I feel it's what normally you would do internally is now kind of manifesting itself on the external, and it brings about this ability to grow and this ability to change and transform things, but it's not necessarily something you're like very cheery about. It's like, yay, I love this. You see. You see, the chaos is on the external. We have the Eight of Cups. So you're doing something in public. Not necessarily like, maybe online or with a lot of things, but you feel very exposed. So it's like you're walking away from something and people can see the changes. So maybe for some of you, you're going on like changes with your body, and it's on the external, or maybe something internal is starting to manifest on the external, and the focus on that, the fact that something is showing on the external is becoming a problem instead of the root, which is the internal issue, which therefore you also will minimize the symptoms on the outside. That's really, where it's at. And for someone outside to come help you on the internal things, that doesn't necessarily come that natural to you. But the universe is asking you to trust it to send you the right type of people. With the Four of Cups, and the Page of Wands, it's like, I do not trust it, because I tried. For example, I tried therapy before, never really worked, but there's so many different type of therapists, there's so many different type of people, and therapy definitely has changed a lot. There are a lot more different ways. It's a lot less pressured and all of that. It's some of them are like new type of ways, and there might be a new trend or something. I don't want to say trend, but like something new that pops up that would be actually a great fit for Sagittarius. So the world and the land untraveled. So I'm hearing Page of Wands is showing up with passion. So you can definitely use those natural ways of going about things. But it shows up as a page. So that means we shouldn't jump necessarily on any and every remedy or something and just try it out and see what sticks. I believe that choose with your heart and your emotion. Follow what feels good. Follow what feels right for you. Not what is the quick fix, but the thing that soothes you through it. It's soothing. It's soft energy is what I'm feeling in that cup. It's not a shock therapy. It's like, no, how we can consistently bringing about things in our day-to-day life that actually brings about the space, and therefore we can regulate our emotions a lot better, and therefore we don't even really have these blow-ups anymore. And so it's like a more soothing way instead of a like a crash diet or this or that. It's like that's not really necessarily the way to go. But the King of Pentacles, what they're showing is that if you do invest it from that space, that lighthearted energy, see if we can have some fun with it, how can we be creative with these things, you bring about the King of Pentacles energy, meaning that it's long lasting, it's a good investment, it is beneficial, you're able to actually therefore once again help others with that as well, with those results, and that results into you feeling a lot better. So why do we have like so much page energy in your reading? What's all the page energy about? Justice. Okay. Nine of Wands and the Three of Cups. Okay, instead of using the F, the word with the F, I'm using the play, okay? So play around and find out. If you get it, you get it. Play around and find out. Maybe someone, was playing around a little too much. And you were like, okay, I'm done. No, I'm not with it. You are maybe you thought it was a one-on-one connection, and actually there's a third party involved. Or maybe you thought that third party situation, so that could be like, a partner, a previous partner of the person that you're trying to date, for example, and they have a baby daddy or something, or baby mama, you know, co-partnership. Um, uh, about child, so you're like, okay, that's the situation because there's a child involved, and therefore they have communication around the child, and then you're like, okay, that's okay, I'm okay with that. It's not something I necessarily prefer, but I can, like, I can be okay with that if there's honest communication around it. But then that you figure out that night might not be as clear as they may have shown it, or they're trying to put you in a role to improve that connection, which is not okay because that's not your role and it's not your place, and they should have that figured out between you, the business between you and them and the other party. So I do feel that something shook things up. Something went from, well, quite peaceful to like, whoa, now we're like, all of a sudden we're in the middle of the storm. Like, what's going on? I'm not sure. All of a sudden I don't see things as clear. Like, you act like you show up as the king or queen, but here you are showing up in your behavior as a page. So I understand that maybe that's a little bit the background of it. It's like, if you are really hurt by people's behavior and you really do not trust people because of that, it's really hard to trust a person to help you to get over the distrust you have towards people in general. So like I said, the universe is trying to send you something, but being open for that solution while you already have experience with similar solutions, not the same, but the similar ones, and therefore it's hard to really see it from a brand new perspective. I get that, but maybe that is the only way to healing. It's like when you have relationships, whatever, way, shape, or form, that were damaging in some way, shape, or form, and they broke your trust or whatever. You can heal that. You can learn how to trust yourself again and all of that, but really truly heal that energy surrounding like relationships, emotional, romantic relationships, is when you meet a new partner and they're actually trustworthy, they actually show up consistently, they show you that it's different and that it's possible, and there's a deeper sense of healing that is then possible. But the healing before that you do on an individual level needs to take place first. But really getting a new perspective and a new experience with love relationships is then the second half of that, and therefore there's that healing that can take place. But if you are going into that too early, you won't be able to take it in from another person, because you will continue to compare. It's just, some insight in that. And staying disconnected from love relationship based on previous experiences and feeling like, no, I'm okay, I'm happy by myself, and so I'm healed, I'm fine, I'm good. Staying away from it from that perspective is not really truly healing. But it also doesn't mean that you can be happy by yourself. It's just the reason why, and not the reason that we say and think is the reason we, subconsciously come out of. And you guys are able to talk to your own subconscious in that way. And sometimes it's, off the radar a little bit. The star. I love that, because in the end of the day, the Six of Swords does indicate we're moving from rough waters, things not being so clear, to much more calmer waters. Not all fixed yet, but we're able to see clear and steer our way towards healing, towards clarity, towards an answer, a solution. With the Star card, you went through a lot. Feel a lot, maybe are still in some storm, but it's not your first one. And we can survive, but overcoming is gaining the knowledge and gaining the wisdom and gaining the lesson from it, and therefore embracing it as something positive, even if it's not something we want to go back to, and definitely not, or redo again. We're grateful that we had the experience, we took the lesson from it, and it brought us closer to ourselves, to our star, to our wish fulfillment, to our authentic journey. So if something eventually brings you closer to your authentic journey because it shook you up, got you unstuck, it's a gift, in the end of the day. That doesn't mean you're not entitled to all the human emotions around it, especially while you're in the middle of it, of course. But it is that journey, and those emotions and stuff are necessary to get to the depth of the healing with the Star card. And unraveling deeper truths within ourselves comes through those life experiences and needing to navigate through them. It's not even wanting or having, it's really a need. Like, you need to get through it. Okay, what else for Sagittarius is? 7 of Wands, you definitely have like this. You're on the fence, and I already knew this because I felt like this energy when I was tuning into you guys, like just skip us. Just don't. Love you, but no. Not now. I was like, okay, that's exactly the reason why now, okay? I felt like you guys were a little bit off the radar, like I'm on vacation. Okay. But the thing is, when it matters to you, when it has your heart and it has your passion and it has your desire, there's nothing you won't do for it. So if you are out there in the world chasing and, well, not chase, but like manifesting and creating and showing up for the thing that makes your soul happy, your soul, not your ego, not what you think you need, is but what you think you want, but what your soul makes you, what makes your soul happy and fulfilled and connected. Man, if you show up with that energy, with the 7 of Wands, with your power, Sag, you can move mountains. Sky's the limit. All right, exactly, I told you, sky's the limit. 10 of Pentacles. Don't fall in the trap thinking that the thing that makes you happy can make you money, okay? And that's not, that is something that we should see as something negative. No. Money is just a resource, just a tool. Because we got a lot of cleaning out to do. Because these people, man. 5 of Swords, King of Swords. I don't like it. I don't like it. I mean, it's not something to fear or whatever. It's just like, like why? Puts us in a loop. And if the 3 of Pentacles didn't show up, I would have connected this to you personally, on the side of you, but I feel like this is people in your ear. That's probably why I was picking up, like having a hard time trusting other people's input and stuff and other people's opinion, because I feel like you may have grown up in a household or surrounded, when it comes to school or whatever, very harsh energy that constantly want to pull you back with 2 feet on the ground, constantly in their reality, not even really truly reality, but their reality, soaked in fear-based perceptions of the world and how it should work, what is and isn't possible. It's not even, open for newness in that, so it's just the hearsay. You want to find people that can help you retrust the power of partnerships, doing it together, working on it together for a greater cause. Because that's the thing, taking care of your family, you know, whether that's chosen family, your own new family, like your own kids and, you know, your spouse or whatever, your significant other. With the Ten of Wands, it's like, oh, I want to give this example for, you know, like walking up a hill, like walking up a mountain, or let's say just a high hill. It is pretty intense on the body and it's like a physical challenge. But it's possible, you know? Sometimes you take a little bit of a break, whatever. And it's like when we drag something along and when we, integrate something like a heavy stone or a very heavy backpack everywhere we go, doing something challenging, like for example climbing this hill, climbing this mountain, is going to be 20 times more intense than it has to be. And I feel that you are still carrying around, even if it is in your subconscious, a certain opinion, something you feel you have to prove, some impression that was put on you. It wasn't, you weren't born with that, it was put on you in this life. And I feel like, for example, if we have a lot of insecurities, anything we do takes twice as much energy, or maybe even 3 times more energy, because we have to, everything we do, we not only have to do it and show up for it and put work into it, but at the same time we also have to prove all the voices and the things of our insecurity that comes along with it. So it's like double work, double as much work, and also twice as much or less tools to use, because having security in yourself and confidence in yourself brings an extra couple of tools into your toolbox to make stuff happen. So what they're letting you know is that if you would, for example, go to therapy, yes, just an example, if you would, for example, go to therapy to learn how to let go of something that was printed in your subconscious, maybe by your parent, or maybe by someone significant or whatever, or an experience with a love relationship, and it taught you a lie about yourself, or it brought about more weight. And if you could tackle that stuff down during therapy, or in whatever way, shape, form you want to do that, I'm just giving an example, you give yourself the fuel to make stuff happen. It doesn't just necessarily magically fix everything, but it gives you a much better shot at climbing that hill, climbing that mountain, doing the thing you want to do, because you release yourself of the weight that is holding you back. But in order to know what that is becoming aware of it. But I'm sensing that there is something below the surface, because you have all the ability to bring this foundation, to bring this stability, to make stuff happen, to be emotionally fulfilled and connected to your life and everyone in it. It's just this thing that is holding you back. And this could have been a shorter journey. You know, yes, it could have been coming from your youth, but it also could have been like a divorce for like 2 years ago, or a breakup. And being able to rediscover yourself or find grounding into feeling confident in that could also be a part of it. And maybe you're really trying to fix it all on the material realm, but the emotional side of it hasn't really let go or opened up to the new circumstances. Alright, let's get a card for Sag from the Magical Spirit Oracle. What do we got for Sagittarius? Of course, you got 2. Don't worry, darling, you will find your way. Don't worry, darling, you will find your way. Love that. Overcoming obstacles, finding joy, and being carefree. Wow. And they say it's time to leave the old behind. Rebirth, shedding, taking risks. Wow, beautiful. Those messages definitely, just came true to back us up. You see, right behind you is what it says. I love that. Okay, so overcoming obstacles and finding joy with that beautiful star card. And being carefree. I also got a little bit of a side note because someone is jumping on the ship of like, no, but it's the Aquarius. The Aquarius is the issue. The Aquarius. I know, I get it. But it's the other qualities. It could be both. You know, that's the thing with the star card. It's very fluid. It's like, yes, it could also significant, you know, it means, you know, an Aquarius energy, but it doesn't mean that the other message of the star card is not just simply for you. So I just needed to get that out because I was hearing it in the back of my mind. Okay. I got you, Sag. And you got this. I am, well, you know, you're on the right track. I just wanted to dive into a little bit of like the subconscious energy, not to get you off track, but to just make you aware that there's so much more magic within you and you have the ability to release so much more weight than you might think from your back. So I love you. Have an amazing Gemini season. Go wild. Okay. Go do that. Just go do some fun stuff. Create that joy. Bring that, integrate that. And yeah, I'll be back soon. I love you, Sag.